So Ethan Klein is in an ongoing lawsuit against someone called Ryan Kavanaugh. And just like Matt Haas before him, Ryan Kavanaugh is completely embarrassing himself in regards to how he's fighting this lawsuit, to the point where he got a news organization that he owns to write a smear piece on Ethan Klein with the most hilarious source I have ever seen in an article, called thebanofethanklein.com. And I think the best way to show this to you guys is to show my first reaction to this when Augie told it to me while I was playing Pikmin.
A Ryan Kavanaugh-funded news organization called the Tech Times published a hit piece on Ethan Klein talking about his loss of the anti-SLAPP motion, and they were fucking insane. David Thompson of the Tech Times, dude, he went fucking apeshit. He talked about Ethan's like a racist piece of shit who's friends with Susan, who should get banned. He talked about how Ethan has power and is like a piece of shit to like the fucking commentary community. Like he sucks art dicks, but also goes like mask off, like ban Ethan, like nuke him. It's like insane.
And this article was like funded by Ryan Kavanaugh. Like he asked the guy to make it.
Well, Ryan Kavanaugh, I think, owns the company, Tech Time. The website, by the way, also links this really sketchy source here. I'll see if I can find it real quick. Thebanofethanklein.com.
Thebanofethanklein.com. That's the source.
So,
wait, what?
Get a load of this fucking
Prevent
website,
all
dude.
types of abuse. The ban of Ethan Klein. Sign petition. Get Ethan Klein banned on social media. What the fuck is this shit? This is so stupid.
Homophobia
and it zooms into his eyes, his fucking racist ass eyes. Xenophobia and harassment. What are these little like squares?
See violation.
See the violation. Yeah, how is he the violation? Oh
Dude,
my god.
The worst part is about
violation.
this website, it doesn't fucking work. There's no violation. So if you click on this shit, all right, I'll show you how broken this fucking website is. First of all, half the shit doesn't even load. Here it is. To stop Ethan Klein. The banofethanklein.com is a global petition page that focuses on the ban of Ethan Klein, online harassment, cyberbullying, gay bashing, and abusive
Gay bashing?
speech.
Oh my god, I love that wording. Gay bashing.
Abusive speech against minorities are only a few of many reasons to ban Ethan Klein on social media networks. Individuals and groups from all over the world may start campaigns, rally supporters, and collaborate to get Ethan Klein banned from social media. The banofethanklein.com allows you to sign several online petitions to support the ban. So you can see it's just like generated bullshit.
Holy shit. Several.
By harnessing the collective effort of the online community, we can evoke change and induce the social networks to ban Ethan Klein on the platforms where he spreads his offensive content. It's just like all bullshit. And this is the petition, by the way.
I feel like that sentence was like written in ChatGPT.
This whole thing really does feel like that. Oh my god. Look at this shit. Child abuse exploitation.
What? Is there like a source for that? It's just like a random list of...
here are the sources.
Oh shit, okay, there's full-on sources? Oh my god.
Yep.
Dude, let's look at all of them.
Child abuse.
Dude, videos by like 200 sub-channels.
And then he has another one.
Nigger faggot whore.
Oh my
god. Oh my god.
Shit. Ethan Klein is seriously disturbed and obsessed with race.
Obsessed with race by Phone Jacker 2.0. You literally looked up Ethan Klein bad filters, upload date first, and just copy pasted every video.
Now get a load of this, alright? So in this clip, Ethan jokes about how he is going to teach his son Theodore about sex. What would Ethan do if any of his long list of enemies made these types of comments? Now listen to this.
When I teach Theodore, I'm gonna bring a huge black dildo. Huge black dildo. Huge black dildo. No, I'm kidding. This is black.com. This is black.com. This is black.com.
Dude!
You know what? You know what would really fuck him up?
Dude!
That's definitive proof that he's gonna scar his child with black porn.
Tech Times, stop Ethan Klein, you know, this fake petition, phony website. This is all literally run by Ryan Kavanaugh. Like, it just shows, like, how insane he is.
I can just imagine Ryan Kavanaugh. He's like a millionaire investing in all these companies, but secretly his pure passion is to, like, get at Ethan. And he's, like, finding out how to make websites on Squarespace sponsors and shit to figure out how to make, like, a rudimentary website to own Ethan Klein in this dark room at night. Like, fucking planning this shit out. It's hilarious, dude. The type of shit that he's linking, it feels like AI-generated videos. Ethan Klein says that he's gonna show black porn to his son, and it's like super heavily edited clip of like a joke he's making. Like,
yeah, exactly. It's like who are the real people that exist that are gathering this and like going to these lengths to fuck with them. Also, they literally link a clip of Ethan just shit talking K-pop. Like that's like evidence. Oh, we got this clip.
All Indian people look like janitors. Ethan Klein.
Not say that I don't like any Indian person.
The people who got upset think that you have a problem with the whole of India.
Yeah, that's true. I do. They're right.
Dude, I swear
all
that
Indian
sounds
people look like
edited,
janitors.
dude.
Yeah.
There's no
Poor
way
choice
he
of
said that.
occupation.
I frankly didn't even know I didn't know there was a stereotype that Indian people are janitors. That's not the stereotype either.
There is?
Well, that's what they were saying.
Oh, way to describe Indian dudes as janitors.
Indian people are goofy. All of them, 100% of them, all of them, without exception, are goofy. From the prime minister all the way down. Can I not say that I don't like any Indian person?
Yeah, that's totally not fucking edited. Dude, I could literally go into like that voice synthesizer, make up like a fake thing about Ethan Klein, and it'd be posted on this website.
Yeah, this whole fucking like website is just like these like fucking clips, and it just doesn't work. Like if you click on all like the fucking things on this website, it's all like a mess. It's like a disaster. Things don't load. Videos are just fucking loaded haphazardly.
Yeah, like the same video posted twice. One is age restricted.
Yeah.
There's like the crusty Swift, and he's finding the most crusty videos too. Like, why can't he use like a cool video like Nick DiOrio's video on Ethan Klein, or my videos, or Tricky Tom's videos? No, he's just getting these like crusty, like fucking 5-second highly edited clips from just like 200 sub channels who just want to like stir the pot.
Well, it's funny too because this article from the Tech Times, like they link the ban of EthanKlein.com as a source against Ethan, and they also say some crazy shit about how because Elon Musk exposed the Twitter files and exposed Twitter's corruption, therefore YouTube must have the same corruption, and therefore because Ethan is friends with Susan, he must be a part of it. Like it goes full schizo, conspiracy, insane. Like they go full off the fucking walls with this one.
And the whole drama that started with the Ryan Kavanaugh is so fucking stupid. Ethan played like a little bit of a clip from like the Jake Paul fight. H3 showed a bit of it on his podcast in a transformative way. And then he tried to like sue him. It's like the most stupid fucking lawsuit ever. And I don't know if it has any legal precedence. I don't know if he's like in the right for it or not. But like just objectively, it's just like so stupid. It's like, yeah, you're not gonna lose sales on the fucking Jake Paul fight because H3 showed a little bit of it on his fucking stupid ass podcast. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, but at the same time, Ethan's also like openly bragged about piracy, like on his like main shows. One of like the dumbest moves I think I've ever seen in like a while.
For sure. Maybe that's why he went after him legally, because he just like opened himself up as a target by being so careless with his verbiage.
Yeah, you can say it's dumb that he's getting fucked, but it's also like the way that he's getting fucked. Like the whole reason why this started is also like the stupidest shit in the world at the same time too. I don't support Trailer, but I also don't support Ethan. Like I just think that he opened himself up. Like he basically just spread his fucking ass cheeks and begged for somebody to like fuck him.
I can't believe this is a real thing. He got his fucking news company to make a whole smear piece article on him. And then he sourced a fucking Squarespace ass website of like broken links to show that Ethan's racist somehow.
No, it's fucking insane, man.
That is the funniest shit I've seen in a while. Speaking of the Deaf Noodles thing, what's been going on with him? Because I know he's trying to go like on an apology tour or something like that. He sent me like a DM saying I want to bury the hatchet, and I just kind of ignored it because it's like, I don't really care. Like, what's going on with that? Is there anything like actually substantial there, or did he just realize he's being a retard all of a sudden?
Yeah, so Deaf Noodles is going through a bit of a midlife crisis right now. But like actually, like he's at a different point to it now, whereas before.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
he
crazy.
is in his 30s, right? So he could be having a legitimate midlife crisis, assuming he dies at 60, right?
I don't know. Jesus. I don't know, man. He's going through something rough right now, and I think he has like a lot of like regret for how he handled the drama and how he kind of like ruined his life and career. So he's resorted to coping on the air and begging for the community to give him another chance again. But it's also come out that, he didn't really pay his employees, and he kind of treated all his friends, like Steve and Corey, And I mean, we remember that Tiana woman that he threatened to sue,
Yeah, of course.
that he did recently confirm he still has legal issues with, so he's still suing her. So all of his ex-friends, basically, from the comedy club, have come out, shit on him, and they're mad, and they have a right to be mad based on what they're all saying. Yeah, it sounds like they were kind of treated like total shit. Steven did a full interview on this guy Clout channel. He didn't go on a stream where he was just like, I'm gonna tell all of their little secrets and embarrass them. That wasn't the point. He was just going on there to talk real about the business and why he's not working there, what the nature of their relationship was, why it fell apart. I mean, he was just honest. Like, he wasn't there to like do a dramatic, telling all of Dennis's secrets. He claims that he has a history of having jobs and getting his work taken advantage of and refusing to pay for his jobs. He said that he told Def Noodles about this and how he really believes it's because he's like black and he's being mistreated by the industry or something like that. And so he talked about how he told Def Noodles about this, and Def Noodles was like, damn, that sucks, man. And it is kind of funny if he did tell Dennis that, and then Dennis proceeded to then not pay him and fire him right after he just, gave Dennis the sob story of his fucked up life. And how
so
people are
Dennis
fucking
fired
him.
him. He didn't leave of his own volition?
Well, he left because Dennis wasn't paying him.
Oh, okay. Well,
And also, Dennis randomly fired Corey for no reason, which pissed him off because he was like, Corey didn't do anything wrong.
was there like a reason that Def Noodles gave for Corey being fired? Has he responded to all of this at all yet, or?
I think he just claims it's like business or whatever. He's just like, people come and people go, blah, blah, blah. He just some non-answer. So that's that whole situation there. So now he's reaching out to all the commentators to rebuild bridges online because he's basically lost everything. He lost his business. One of the other things, by the way, that Steve talked about, because online, Def Noodles Comedy Club was seen as like a total joke, and it was. But according to Steven, locally, it was actually becoming quite the success, apparently. And this could be all bullshit, but according to Steve, locally, Def Noodles Comedy Club was a success. Comics were showing up, every week to perform. It had a great location. So because of that, they were getting a lot of business. They were selling out tickets and selling out shows there. And it was really turning into something that, while it was seen as online as a total joke, in person, it was actually forming into something that could have been successful. Problem is Dennis was completely scatterbrained and didn't really know how to take advantage of that. And he also was completely ignoring Steven's ideas. This is, again, all according to Steven, so it could be biased. So that's kind of what's going on there. His friends are exposing the fact that the business could have been awesome, it could have been great, but Dennis was just such a pain in the ass to work for and such a piece of shit to his friends that it just never was.
Yeah, he seems so schizo, and it sucks too, because, like, those guys were kind of loyal to a fault. Like, it wasn't in their best interest to... Or maybe it was because of, like, the local success in the business, but to me, online, it wasn't in Steve's best interest or any of these guys' best interest to defend Def Noodles when he's going, like, completely psycho. But they did stand by him, and then Def Noodles just, like, fucks them?
Well, I do understand why they were loyal, because they're also not internet people.
Yeah.
Legitimately, they're his IRL homie. So obviously, if your homie is getting shit on online, you're obviously gonna back them up. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, of course.
You're going against the commentary committee. They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't.
Like,
care about the
I
commentary
understand, but I'm just saying if they were clout-hungry goblins, they could have done that.
Yeah.
And they didn't, so that, like, shows... I mean, it's normal, I'm not gonna give them too much credit for that.
There's also Tiana, and he did recently confirm that he still has legal issues with her. He threatened to sue her, basically, because she started, talking shit about him and his business. And so he was like, no, I'm gonna threaten this, like, random 20-year-old girl with court. Which people had mixed reactions on. Some people thought that was fucking based and fucking hilarious, and she shouldn't talk shit if she's not willing to be able to defend it in court. Other people were like, it's kind of cruel that he's doing this. I don't know. I don't fucking care. I just think it definitely shows that he's definitely a little bit of a psycho at the very least.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, Def Noodle said he wanted to mend the bridge with me or whatever, but to me, I'm like, what's the fucking point, right? Like,
who cares?
Who cares? Honestly, like,
Get
who
over
gives
it.
a fuck? I'm never gonna be personal friends with Def Noodles. I don't need to mend any bridge. He had like a million chances to be cool with me, like years and years ago. And now that he's getting no views, now all of a sudden he wants to be cool with me? Like, no, fuck off.
When the guy was at the peak of his career, he was calling me like racist. So it's like,
Yeah,
okay,
he was
now
literally going out of his
when you're
way to
rock
slander
bottom,
me.
you want my fucking attention now? Okay.
Yeah.
Because there was a part of me, I'll be honest, that did think about, like, would it be really funny to re-debate him on stream, the update or something?
Yeah.
But the more I thought about that, the more it just sounded pathetic. It was just like, who cares, Maybe
Yeah,
it'd be
exactly.
content,
Like,
sure,
what
but-
content could you make out of it, though? Everything that could be said about Def Noodles has been said. And unless he does something crazy, like, I don't know, shit in his hand and throw it to a kid on Discord, I don't really think there's any reason to, like, talk about him again. I think Def Noodles' fall from grace is just so funny, because after all that hype, being brought on to co-host an episode of H3 Podcast, getting hundreds of thousands of views, he just ended up self-sabotaging himself to the point where now he can barely crack 3,000 views.
Yeah, I will say his cancellation kind of feels a little inorganic because he lost so much of an audience, like 100k views to 2k views in like a few months. I'm like, did he really ever have like a fan base? Like, what the fuck happened? All these
Yeah,
people?
like,
Why do they all
what the
just,
fuck? Like, I would hate to have that fan base. The Def
Yeah,
Noodles
they
fan base
just-
literally leaving in an instant.
That
That's
means-
scary. That's kind of scary, honestly.
That means like 2% of his audience actually gave a shit about him, and like 98% were just there for the headline or because he was Ethan's friend.
A lot of what I heard when Def Noodles was, like, popping off of why people viewed him, like, I saw a lot of his fans saying, like, I'm really glad that he finally calls out Keemstar. Like, no one else really does that to the extent he does. And I think that's why they watched him. It was literally all Keemstar haters.
It's also not really that cool to hate Keemstar anymore. You know what I mean? Like that whole huge wave of Keemstar videos going viral has been like away for a while. Nobody really cares about that topic right now. So because of that, Def Noodles kind of died as well.
I feel like that topic has so much, like, ebb and flow to it. Like, sometimes it's really cool to hate on Keemstar, and then like, it gets overdone and people stop, and then people start again once, like, it hasn't been done in a while. Like, for example, it was cool to hate him in 2016, then people kind of calmed down a bit, then it was cool to hate him again, like, with the content nuke, then people kind of stopped giving a fuck, and then it was cool again to hate him, like, just last year, especially with him dating Brantley, which has been pretty controversial for some people. But I guess now it's not really cool again? I don't know. I honestly don't know where it's at currently.
Yeah.
Because, like, people didn't stop watching Def Noodles because he stopped shitting on Keem. It's because he started being, I guess, like Keem in their eyes, right? That's about it for this video. If you want to see the rest of this podcast conversation let's play thing I did with Augie RFC, the full version of this is available for paid members of this channel. But if you'd rather wait for the edited content, just be sure to stay subscribed to this channel with notifications on so you don't miss the next one. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video.